Christmas isn't just about gifts or traditions. Over 2,000 years ago, God fulfilled promises that were centuries in the making. Did you know every detail of Jesus' birth was written long before it happened? Let's dive into the promises that make Christmas truly life-changing. These promises are not just ancient prophecies, they're alive and relevant today. They remind us of God's unchanging faithfulness, His peace, and His plan for salvation. Let's start with the promise of peace. The first one is the promise of peace. John chapter 14, verse 27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. This is a peace that calms storms and guards hearts. Imagine the shepherds that night, hearing angels proclaim peace to a chaotic world. That promise of peace is still available to us today. Second, we have the promise of hope. Romans chapter 15, verse 13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace. This verse reminds us that hope isn't wishful thinking. It's rooted in a God who is faithful, who gives joy even in the darkest moments. This hope is the foundation of the Christmas story. The third one is the promise of salvation. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. Unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. These words, written over 700 years before Jesus' birth, foretold his arrival as the Savior of the world. Christmas celebrates this ultimate promise, God's gift of salvation. Fourth, we have the promise of redemption. Matthew chapter 1, verse 21. He will save his people from their sins. Jesus didn't come just to be celebrated. He came to redeem us. His birth was the first step in a journey that would lead to the cross and resurrection. This promise reminds us of his unconditional love and mercy. And lastly, we have the promise of joy. Luke chapter 2, verse 10. I bring you good news of great joy for all people. That joy wasn't limited to the shepherds or wise men. It's for every one of us here and now. Joy isn't just happiness. It's the deep, lasting assurance that God keeps His promises. These promises, peace, hope, salvation, redemption, and joy, remind us that Christmas is about God fulfilling His word. Every prophecy, every detail was planned perfectly. And those promises, they're alive for you today. So which promise speaks to your heart the most this Christmas? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more untold stories from the Bible. Let's explore the greatest story ever told, together.